Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. It is such a pleasure to have you celebrate soul lifts from bumps to brilliance. This book was written a year ago, matter of fact, the day after Thanksgiving, when I was inspired to sit down because the thought came, if not now, when? Have you ever had a thought like that? If you don't do something now, when will you do it? And you string your whens together, and pretty soon you're at the end of your days, and there's regrets. So this book is part of my commitment to not dying with my story inside of me, and also not sharing what I've learned with the bumps part of this title. I like to think of the story when I was a kid, the little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Well, I know I can, and I know you can do whatever is in your heart. And that's why I'm here today, because we can make a difference in the world. Each one of us here is already a soul lifter. Have you said a kind word to somebody today? I see a lot of nodding heads. Has somebody said a kind word to you today? Yeah. Oh, there's somebody in the background shaking his head no. That person, let's just send positive love and appreciation for the wonderful job that he's doing here. And so, the little engine that could is each one of us. It's in our heart. It's the thing that gets us up in the morning. It's the thing that inspires us. It makes us get up one more time than we fall. And I would like to acknowledge all the people in this room and beyond this room that have really supported me. So what I thought I would talk about today is overcoming the bumps. Is that something you'd like to hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. So we're going to start by saying I can.
I can.
Oh, a little louder.
I can.
That's right, and I do.
I do.
You bet you do, and here's how. If you like to write, we have a publisher in the room who is so instrumental to me with her guidance. And basically, what you got to do if you're going to write is you put your butt in the seat. And I don't care if it's one word. Some nights I just wrote a sentence. But the book was still done. I set a goal for it to be done by December 31st. They started it November 27th. This book poured out of me. And that's the thing about the little engine that can in each of us. When we're on it, when we're in alignment with who we are, magic happens. I've written 5 books. I've wanted to be a best-selling author since I was 8 years old. I read my first book at 5. Actually, it was Pocahontas. She was a role model for me. And I thought, wow, I'd like to write a book someday. So I did, but I shared them with my clients, I shared them with my friends. My first book was actually considered a bestseller in 1990. I never focused on that. I just wanted to get the message out. And his name was Heaven's Helpful Hints. And the subtitle was, There's God in Your Soup. That predated Chicken Soup for the Soul by quite a few years. But the dream was still inside. Write a bestseller, touch lives. So the little engine that could had to overcome lots of things. Anybody here had to overcome a few things? Yeah. Can I share you just a few of the bumps on the way to this book? 2 weeks ago, I decided, with the help of my editor, or a little bit before that, we finished editing the book, and I was thinking December launch, maybe next March for my birthday. I was putting it off. Like, I got it done, but then there's another, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. So I went inside in meditation and I said, what day am I supposed to launch this book? And loud as a bell, November 23rd, here's the day. The book last night reached number 30 on Amazon, bestseller list. This morning it's number 7. And with enough loving, it will be number 1. Not for me. See, the thing about a dream and a little engine that can is it's always about the other person. So for me, what I had to do was get over myself to do the thing that was in my heart. Because I'm really shy, you'd never know it, now you can't shut me up. Deep down though, I have something to say now, and so I say it. And so the obstacle is just to do this in 2 weeks. It's impossible to the logical mind to go from putting a book on Amazon to bestseller status in 2 weeks. It's just not done. It's a year progress. of planning and doing all this. But when you're ready and you're lined up physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, the windows of the world and the universe open to say, oh, you're really serious. My friend David always says, and a bunch of people that we know, I forgot what you said, David. Oh, you got to put yourself all in. And he got that from somebody named Al, but we also got it from another teacher. Put yourself all in. And so for the last 2 weeks, I've had a lot of 16-hour days, and a lot of praying, and a lot of moving my body, doing exercises every time what I call the negativity, or the dragon, or the matrix. Every single time the fog came over my head and I got a headache and I was tired, I would get up and do exercises or breathe. And yesterday I took more than 2 hours off to go to my friend Rusty's house. And we did breathing exercises. We had a wonderful soiree of friends, and I got energized. And I came home after having surrendered any idea of being on the bestseller list, because one of the bumps was my book vanished off Amazon. The only thing there yesterday was Kindle. Okay, plan B, what do I do? Breathe. Okay, we'll launch Kindle. And then this morning, miraculously, there's the book. And I was told it would take 5 days for them to find it and put it up again. And then I got a call from Canada. Somebody out of the clear blue started giving me help. Her name is Teresa de Goyba. Wherever you are, Teresa, mwah. And all my friends at the Evolutionary Business Council, mwah, double mwah. And to my friends at Women's Speaker Association, triple mwah. Because out of those bumps, I'm stronger, and we're all stronger. Because the little engine that could, can, and did. And you're all engines waiting to get hooked up and go where you're going to go. What are some other little glitches that happened on the way? So by the way, I went to that meeting, I took a couple of hours off, I came home to a phone call, I thought I wasn't even at 70 million, let alone where I was. And I got this congratulations call, you're a bestseller, woohoo! I called her back, I said, what? She goes, haven't you looked at the statistics? No, I was focused on loving and seeing the book out there. And so the other thing that happened today, just today, in this celebration, they lost the room reservation. I got rear-ended on the way to the printer. I mean, I could tell you stories where I had to get up one more time than I fell. And I think that's the difference between the little engine and can. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Let people help you. I know I can, I know I can. When I saw that I was, before I found out I got that call, I was on the floor sobbing. Okay, we're going to get up. We got our sobs over. And then I went back and started sending emails to my friends. The book launches tomorrow morning at 7:30. I was number 30 on Amazon before the book even launched. That's how our universe protects us. And so this book, the books here today are actually going to be donated to domestic violence shelters. So a portion of the proceeds go to support women and children and victims of violence to have a lift. This is a soul lift book. And then the other thing that the universe does when you say yes, okay, I'm in, I don't know where I'm going. By the way, I do not Twitter very well, I'm learning. I'm not really big on Facebook except to post uplifting videos. And I've become like this, I know what I'm doing, sort of. But the point is you don't have to know, you just have to have a dream. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I can. Oh, can I? Yes, I can. So literally, I was showing in my inner universe, I can do this. I'm not going to let anything take me out, because this is not my book. This is a book for all of you. It's a book for my life, how I got up, how we all get up one more time when we fall. So I'd like everybody to say, I can.
I can.
I really can.
I really can.
Yeah, that's not very...
I really can. I really can.
That's the energy you need. I know for sure we have somebody in this room writing a bestseller book right now. I'll leave her anonymous, but I'd like you to say, I know you can, I know you can, I know you can.
I know you can. I know you can. I know you can.
Yeah, because I got the privilege of reading the first part of the draft, and I was in tears. It's so good. Not only that, but she read it to me when I was feeling down, because I still had all the food shopping to go, and my angels supported me. So enough about this. We all have our bumps. Later on, I'm going to pass out an index card. I would like in this energy for you to write down your goal. What's the dream inside of you that the little engine is going, well maybe, no, not me. Somebody's already done it. Well maybe. How about I can do it? And the first step is to write it down. Oh, let's take a deep breath, because I'm talking. I was about 8 years old and I wanted to write a bestseller. It took more than 50-something years for it to happen. Good things are like fine wine. It takes time. I'm so grateful that it didn't happen earlier. I wouldn't have had the stamina to do the marathon of I know I can. And now, I'd like you to turn to your neighbor and say, Happy Soul Lift Day. Happy Soul Lift Day. Yeah, and can you now share something with a friend where someone has uplifted you with an act of kindness, or you've lifted someone else just for 30 seconds? Go ahead. So wait, you've ever lifted somebody, or they've lifted your spirits? Because today is International Soul Lift Day, and there's parties going on in Italy, in Kenya, in Hungary, in Canada, and in the US. This is the Soul Lift Party. And this is the core Soul Lift Party here in this room. So everybody, tell somebody how you've been lifted.
Is I always try to find so that was really one of the sent to me a charger for a while.
All right, thank you so much. Let me ask you, do you feel happier and more energized now? Yeah. Isn't it amazing? Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Soul Lift Days came about. I mean, the book was one thing. Soul Lift, International Soul Lift Day, was nowhere on my radar a week ago. Literally, a week ago today. There's a group of us with an organization called Serve First and also Heartfelt Foundation. Patty's here. She's the mother and has shepherded it for 35 years. Thank you, Patty. And Serve First is an organization through a company that I work with called Rivera. And we were having a party with about 400 people. 100 families were being given gift cards for Thanksgiving. And so I was on the front table, helping sign people in the organization. The thing was done, everybody was leaving, and I left. But for some reason I had to go back. And when I said goodbye to the one person and walked out to the front gate, there on the sidewalk was an older woman with a baby in a carriage and 3 or 4 young children, maybe 9-ish. And a little boy says to me, "You have a card?" And I said, "No, I don't have a card." And because the thing was over. And I don't think she was part of the event. So I went and said goodbye to the person. And when I came back, she was standing at the entrance and her lower lip was quivering. You ever seen somebody who's trying to hold it together? It just touched my heart. And so I got the pastor's wife, and she got Pastor Benny, and Pastor Benny talked to her, and lo and behold, they came up with a card for her. And my heart was so filled with joy that I had paid attention to an older woman's lower lip going like this, that I was just grateful all the way home. And I got home and I sat down to work on the book campaign, because another illogical thing, I took a whole day. The world told me I should be working on the book campaign because I only had 2 weeks to do it. But I went to do the surf first, and the voice said, okay, start International Soul Lift Day. I said, what? So I did research on the internet, and yes, there is a place where you can register and have a calendar day on the calendar called Soul Lift Day. They closed applications for this year, and their recommendation was just starting. So I made some phone calls to people and clients in other countries, which is why I'm in Kenya and Hungary and Scotland and England and blah, blah, blah. And within less than 24 hours, people were scheduling parties all over. I even have somebody who's telling people in Singapore about it. And not only that, I started getting emails from people about wonderful lifting. And then out of the blue, I got a call from the Women's Speakers Association, of which I'm a founding member, saying, you've been on my mind for 4 days, what's up? And then she says, well, let us be the sponsor of International Soul Lift Day. So my gratitude to Women's Speakers Association for the foundation of this first International Soul Day, which is going on even now around the world. But it gets better. In between other things of like, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? And the fog coming in and the despair coming in. I just kept getting up, writing another goal. Say, okay, what's the very next step? Oh, you want me to take 20 minutes and breathe? Okay, I will. And then that led to the next thing. So I get another call from a person who's a multiple best-selling author saying, how can I support you? Out of the blue. So because of the support, also I'm a founding member of Evolutionary Business Council, which are considered visionaries and thought leaders around the world. So within moments, the word spread. I've never asked for anything in all my years. I just give and give and give. Because I never had anything that I saw worthy of asking. Now I've learned I ask for anything that I need because I'm valuable. And everybody here is valuable enough. So turn to somebody and say, I'm valuable. And go like this, I'm valuable. Oh, come on. I can't hear it. I'm valuable. I'm valuable. So I'm valuable. I've got to up the volume. If you want the universe to respond to your question, you start by saying, I'm valuable. Because we are. We have breath. Breath is what breathes us. It's what sustains us. It's what gets us out of bed in the morning. It's what gets a mom out of bed at night when her kid or her spouse is sick. Well, I don't know about the spouse. But with the kid. So this is the beauty of knowing that we're valuable. Because the entire universe lives in here. Think about that. If we are truly all one, and every major culture talks about that, then you're sitting next to yourself right now. Is that a mind trip? And it's legal. So know that by saying I am with valuable on the end, that's the message you're putting out. When you say I can, I am, I do, what message are you giving the universe? The little engine that can, did, because it did and did and did. So I can became I did. And guess what? That moment doesn't last for long. This is a wonderful moment in time you're celebrating with me. But you know, when we leave this room today, this will just be a memory. So I invite you to take something with you today that you'll keep. It will let you anchor in, I'm valuable. I can do this. I'm valuable. We're all valuable, and each one of us here now has a ministry to lift somebody, no matter who. It doesn't matter if your heart, and only if your heart tells you, by the way. You don't do it because you should do it. That negates it. You do it because you find yourself welling up and saying, I can do this. I can do that. And it doesn't matter because it's not going to come in your time. Anybody ever notice that? I mean, 8 years old, 50 plus years, but I had to become the person I am now to step back in time and tell that little 8-year-old, you did it. You did it. So, I want to thank you for being here, first off. We have an exercise if you'd like to do it. We're going to hand out index cards, and I would like you to write down, what is your little engine want you to do? What's your goal? And then we're going to actually, what I call circle up. Circle up, guys. It's the wagon train's coming home. And we're going to actually put each other's energy in a circle with our cards and our intentions. So this is a holy day. This is a day when people are getting together to celebrate one another. Because we can and we are. And you showed up. Guess what? That's the number one thing. The world is ready for you, or you wouldn't be in this room. There's a lot of people starting new business adventures. Adventures they don't even know where they're going. Like me. And you, and you, and you in the room. So now's the time to harness the energy of love and commitment, and yes, I can, yes, I can, I am, I am, I am. And somewhere in the back there are index cards. If you could pass them out, that would be awesome. Of course, if you don't have a pen, give me a shout out. And you can have a soul lift by sharing a pen with a neighbor.
Yeah, I don't have a pen. I had one. Okay.
The way your shadow matches your
Yeah, we have
hair too.
I'm penniless.
Officially, yeah.
blessing everybody. Are we going to be sharing those little... No, you don't have to share. Sorry. Sure. Sure. I don't want to...
I'll borrow. I have one. I can share.
Yeah, I do. Oh, Marcia, oh, great. Oh, one more pen. We need one more pen. Oh, I do. Perfect.
Writing down your goal? Yeah.
And ironically, we had a request from an audience member that I read something from a book. Who was that? Lauren. Lauren, pick a number from 1 to 60. 52. I have no idea what 52 is, but we'll find out. They're short little chapters. The longest one is about 2 pages. Here we go. Oh, 52. Remember who you are. 51. 52. Oh, this is an interesting one. Actually, you picked a page and a half of it. This one is called Don't Go Back to Sleep. It's a wonderful poet by the name of Rumi who was the inspiration for that title. I was at the airport in my bathrobe, standing in line to get a ticket to Seattle. The line wasn't moving. I became aware I'd not dressed properly for the trip, so I wandered over to a help desk. No one was there to assist. Neither line moved. After a while, a nurse directed me to a kiosk just opening. She came with me and pointed out sweaters I might like to wear. With a start, I realized that I'd missed the flight. The store may have opened, but the flight was long gone. The whole adventure was off course. My dream had shown me a mismatch. I'd been looking for help in all the wrong places. The sweater was a dream, as was the flight. I may have missed that flight. What I didn't miss was this was a wake-up call of a different order. That's what I call a turning point to inner awareness. I woke up from that dream at 4:44, the day after Christmas. I sit here with an overwhelming physical awareness. I've been standing in line to nowhere, purchasing clothes to cover up what's been missing. What's been missing? I've been waiting for others' permission. I followed others' well-meaning advice about where I should go and what I should wear. At a deeper level, I've been stalled, brought up short when it comes to opening up to even more positive emotions. I've been procrastinating writing about caring, sharing, abundance, and the like. You see, I've been caught in the ego's subtle snare. I spend too much time focused on where I've been instead of where I am. I've been deceiving myself and looking outside myself for permission to fly. Rumi said, once you wake up, do not go back to sleep. For today at least, I'm not gone back to sleep. I'm aware of my patterns and grateful. I take the time to observe myself and what's going on here. Everybody, hand on your heart, check in. Now it's time for me to remember who I am. I remember one more time, then I forget. Thanks be for dreams and the ability to interpret them in a way that helps me wake up to who I really am and to who we really are. So thank you for that. So, that was a heavy one. That was a really real dream. But what the hell am I doing in the airport in my bathroom? Anyway, you've got your cards. I'd like everybody to take a breath. Know that every moment is a holy moment. We are whole human beings, no matter what the world says. And we are wholly able to access that inner state of inner awareness. You just got to let go of the judgments, the could'ves, would'ves, and should'ves. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute or so to write that. And you don't have to share it with anybody. We're going to charge you with love. And it doesn't have to be perfect either. Your goal for what you would like to have come to fruition, and you can put for the highest good, because the one that breathes us knows what your highest good is. We don't. I certainly don't know. But I know when I follow my heart, I'm closer. And know this is just the first one, so you revise whatever it is, because life is constant change. So what I'd like now is how can we do this? We may pause the camera, we may not, but I'd like everybody to come up, stand up, and come stand in a circle, and we're going to energize our dreams, and then we're going to party. Our wishes are hard to beloved Mother, Father, God, and all beings, we're so grateful for this now. These are goals, our intentions, and our heart's longings in this circle. We ask for calming the most pure vibration of the Holy Spirit available, that which runs this universe to come present, to descend from the heart of heaven to all the spaces of into these earthly bodies, right down on our feet into the center of the earth. It's not anything unlike love, anything unlike joy, happiness, peace, and caring. International Soul Day even, and beyond, here present now. Angels, those that help us, our Lord God, here. We now energize this circle, energize the people in this circle. We ask that the loving here will not forward, wistful, real, to open the top of the hand, allow the light of love to flow through into the earth. The where we stand is holy now, simply because we are standing. And by taking your ball, think of it how it happened. What's different? What would change? How would you be? Walk. Passes, pushing you, and obstacles and gifts. Thank you. soul that is now bring it back to me. All this stuff. And then, please go on Amazon. For number 7, it's an awesome Christmas present. And Fred, you didn't know you had